Hello everyone, my name is Shafi. In our last class, we have discussed about how to register the phone. We have covered both the manual registration and auto registration, but bulk and self-provisioning I'm skipping. Later, if it is we get the time or some other system we get it, I'm going to explain you what exactly this BAT and self-provisioning, how exactly it works, and also when you have a 4 different methods available, depend on the scenario, we use a different method. It's not like every time we use the same method to register the phone. There are some scenario we use manual registration. There are some scenario we use auto registration. There are some scenario we use bulk and self provisioning. That's completely depend on scenario on that one, and also based on the requirement. So always we will not use four. See, in the company, yes, they use all the 4 methods, depend on the company. Some company they use this, or they'll use 2 methods or 3 methods they'll be using on that one. Okay, so now we have already done how to be register physical phones, soft phones, and everything we have discussed. Okay, today a few things we are going to be discussed. If you remember, to register an IP phone, we have some mandatory parameters, right? Without that parameters, it's not possible to be register the phone here. This one. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about that parameters. What exactly that parameters and why we require that parameters. Okay, this one. If you remember. Okay, so here these are the different phone models where you can able to be registered under the Cisco Call Manager, Cisco 88 series phones. Okay, 8800 means here you get the model here. Maybe 8801, 811, 865, 845. This is how you'll be getting this one. Now the latest, whatever the phone we have this one, 88 series, 78 series, 68 series. So these are the actual phone we are going to be registered this one. This is where actually high-end model now, the 88 series we have this one. See, this is very basic 68 series here. Okay, so this is the black and white LCD screen, small screen. We have less number extension. Then after next is 78 series. That also, but this is also a basic model. But the high-end model is the 88 series, where we have the camera, LCD screen, multiple lines, multiple settings we can be configure here. This one, and yes, the wireless phones, Cisco IP phone also we have this one. Wireless phones we have this one. Okay, the why wireless phone we require for the security guard, they require the right. That phones also can be registered under the call manager. We have different model, and headset we have this one. So, but actually these are the 88 series, 78 series, and 68 series phone model we are going to be registered. Why? Because if you go to the interview, sometimes they'll ask what phone model they have you in your company is registered that one. Why they ask this question? Okay, because they are not interested that one how to register for all these things, to know that one whether really you are working or not. Okay, so that's the reason. If you are working, then only you'll come to know, right, what series of the phones is registered in the company, that one. So that's the reason. This is the different types of phone models. It can be registered here in this one. Okay, so next. Okay, so if you take a phone, this is the phone example I have taken. This is the 88 series phone. Here also you can see we have the 8845, the model phone here, the physical phone which we have yesterday registered that one. So this is called receiver or cradle. Okay, and here there is a light. Can you see this one? The number one, it's a light. Okay, whenever if anybody calls to your phone, that light is going to blink. That is the one, this one. Then after, this is the camera. Okay, so by default you can make audio call. You want to make video call, both the end you have the video point. Then you can make the video call also by using this camera here, this one. And here, see, can you see this is the LCD screen. Okay, this is the LCD screen. Right and left to this LCD screen depend on the model here. 88 series you get left and right. Some models, if you talk about here 79 series, this one, see, this is the LCD screen, but buttons here we have the only on right side. On left side we don't have any button. But now whatever the 78 or 88 models we have this one, we get the buttons here. See, here also we have the button, and here also we have the button. This is called line button. This is called line button. What is the use of this line button? Now, one single IP phone, how many DNs you can able to assign? For one single IP phone, how many DNs? DNs means what? Extension. How many DNs you can assign? So depend on the lines. If you have 2 lines, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6. Now here, how many lines we have here? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this side 5. That means totally 10 DN, 10 extensions we can be assigned. Okay, 10 totally 10 extensions you can be assigned to this one. So depend on the phone model, we get the line button here. So now in this 7960, we have only 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 6 numbers we can be assigned here in this one. Okay, now here we can be assigned totally 10 number this one. This is called line button here, this one. Okay. Now here, bottom to this LCD screen also we have some buttons here. Can you see this one? This is called soft key template. Soft key buttons. What is this soft key buttons? For an example, here you get an option. Even you take your mobile phone, the smartphone, the down you get some gadget, right? The gadget is what? Soft key buttons. Where in the gadget, whatever you can set it, camera, messages, Chrome, right? The browser, calling, whatever the option you want, you can set it, right? Similarly, here also we get the same thing option here. Call, new call, speed dial, whatever the option we'll be getting, that is called soft key template here. Then this is what here, can you see this one? So we can be, suppose you are getting into some setting. In the setting, you want to be scroll down, scroll up. Okay, this is the buttons you can use to up and down. This is the go back. This is to terminate the call, and this is the keypad to dial the number. Okay. Then after, this is for the volume setting. This one here, plus minus, we have volume setting. This is the setting button. Can you see this one? This one. You can pause call, you can transfer, conference call, connect the mute. This is how option speaker. This is how the buttons you have this one. Got it? Got it? How exactly phone looks actually. Any model you take. And depend on the model to model. Now, this is the latest model phone I have taken. Why? Because latest, all the 78 series, 88 series phone, it will be having the same thing. In production also, we use the same types of phones. Same thing. Handset, light strip, camera, programmable features, soft key, back cluster release, hold, resume conference, speaker, contact application setting, volume buttons. This option we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one, whatever we have, this one. Clear? The settings, what exactly the options, what different keys we get it, what is the use of that keys and everything on that phone. So that's about the iPhone. Okay. So if you remember, we have subscribers, publisher, where the phone is going to register subscriber. Okay. For example, I have one subscriber. I have one subscriber. This is the publisher. Okay. Then here there is a subscriber server I'm having. This is my subscriber. Now, IP phone will be get registered under subscriber here. If this subscriber goes down, what happens? Where is, we don't have redundancy here. Huh? It goes down. Then how we can configure redundancy? Okay. Now we have registered the phones yesterday in the last class. When I'm registering the phone, I have not defined that in which server the phone has to be registered. Then how it got registered? Under publish, when you're not defining it, register under publisher. Generally, phone has to be registered as subscriber, but when I have registered, I have not selected anywhere that one under which CUCM it has to be get registered or which subscriber it has to be registered. Then how? Where? So that's the reason what we required. We required the backup subscribers. Why? Because if this goes down, even phone goes down. We required what? Backup subscribers. Okay. So this is my primary. This is my secondary. This is my tertiary. This is how. One single IP phone can register in maximum 3 servers. In one single IP phone can register maximum in 3 servers, 3 subscribers, this one. Okay. At a same time, it's not going to register. Always it register with the primary server. If the primary is not available, then it goes to the secondary server. If the secondary is not available, then it goes to the tertiary server and it get registers. Got it? Now, how you can build this redundancy or whatever the failover, redundancy, load balance, whatever the thing you can say. So we have a concept of CUCM group. We have a concept of what? CUCM group. Okay. We have to create the CUCM group manually. And when you are creating a CUCM group, example, CG1. This is the name of the group. You can give any name. There is no condition that one only you have to give this. Any naming convention you can give. Okay. CG1. That means CUCM group 1. Like this, maximum 4 groups you can create. How many groups you can create? Group CG2, CG3, CG4. These are what? CUCM groups. But generally, how we create a group depend on the locations we create. Okay. So, but here I'm taking very simple CUCM group 1, 2, 3, 4 we have created here in this one. In a one single CUCM group, maximum 3 servers you can place. Totally, how many subscribers we have? 8 subscribers we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 subscribers we have. Okay. Now in this group, you have to place that subscriber servers. In a one single CUCM group, maximum how many groups you can be? 3 servers you can. Okay. Example, subscriber 1, subscriber 3, subscriber 8. This is how I have taken. Maximum 3. You want only one also you can take, 2 also you can take, but maximum is 3 here, this one. Okay. When I have selected this as one, which is on the top, in this group, which is on the top, this is my primary server. Which is the second in the list? Third, that is my secondary server. Which is in the bottom? 8, that is my tertiary server. Got it? If I register this phone under this group, subscriber 1 is the primary server, subscriber 3 is the secondary server, subscriber 8 is the tertiary server. Always I register with the primary server. If the primary is not available, then I go to the secondary. If the secondary also is not available, then I go to the tertiary server. Got it? This is how phone get registers. You are asking something, if something happens, it goes to the other server. Got it? Primary? Okay. Blow down. Very good question. How? How IP phone comes to know that primary is down? Now I had to get registered and secondary. I was expecting this question from these two guys, but got it from that guy. That's a good question, right? Yes. There is a concept of keep alive. In the networking, what happened? Hello timers or keep alive will be there, right? Whenever you take any two devices, something you have configured, something you have implemented. If you talk about the protocols we have implemented, hello timers, right? Keep alive. That is a keep alive, right? So here also what happened, once the phone got registered with the primary, it sent the keep alive messages continuously. Okay. I'll come back on that one for your question. Let me complete the CUCM group and I'll come back, but that's a good question actually. And very important also. Appreciate. Next, CUCM group 2 we have. Okay. 2, 5, 7. Next, 4, 8, 1, 6, 3, 2. That's how I have taken. Now, one single subscriber can repeat in multiple groups. Okay. There is no condition that you have taken here in the one group. It doesn't mean that you cannot take it that server in the another group. It can repeat here this one. So if you talk about here, 3 I have here, 3 I have here. Okay. 2 I have here, 2 I have here, this one. Okay. Then if you take 1 we have here, 1 we have here. So one server can repeat into the multiple groups. So if I want to take 333 means 4 3 is how much? 12. But how many subscribers we have? 8 only we have. We don't have any 12 subscribers here, this one. So one server. So what happened here? See, subscriber 1 in this group, it is acting as a primary. But in this group, it is acting as a tertiary, as a backup, not as an active. Getting the point? So here I'm acting as a primary, but in another group, I'm not in a primary. I'm tertiary or secondary. That means I'm a backup. I'm not into active mode. I'm into passive mode. Right? Active, passive, we have this one. That's how you are going to design your CUCM groups. Clear? One single IP phone can be registered in maximum 3 servers. Okay. So that's defined CUCM group. Okay. In a one single CUCM group, maximum 3 servers we can place. Under which CUCM group IP phone is registered, in that servers, it's going to be registered. On the CUCM group, which is on the top, that's the primary, second one is secondary, the bottom one is the tertiary here. This CUCM group maximum we can create 4 here, this one. 5, yes, you can create, but architecture will not work. Maximum 4 groups. Why maximum 4 groups we have to be create? Because totally how many subscribers we have? 8. Out of 8, how many is the active servers? 4 is the active and 4 is the backup we have, right? 4 is the active server, 4 is the backup servers we have. Now, here on every group, which server is acting as a primary server? Those servers are the active servers. 1, 2, 4, 6 is the active servers. 3, 5, 7, 8 is the backup servers. Because in a CUCM subscribers, totally 8 subscribers we have. In that one, only the 4 is the active servers. Active. The remaining 4 is the backup. How you can decide which one is active, which one is a backup? Based on the CUCM group. When you have created a CUCM group, in all the 4 groups, who is the primary server? those servers will act as an active servers. Now there is no condition, you can make it anyone. It's up to you that one, which subscriber you want to make it as an active here, this one. Because in a single CUCM cluster, maximum how many IP phones we can register? 40,000. That's a 4 into active servers. How many we have? 4 only. That's the reason. Right? 10,000 into 4? 40,000. That's it. Because see, this phone I have registered under this group means this phone is registered under primary, not in secondary tertiary. Phone will be get registered only in one server. It's not going to register in all the 3 servers same time. If primary is not there, then only I'll go to the secondary. If the secondary also is not there, then only I'll go to the tertiary. But once I'll register only with one server. I'm not going to register with all the 3 servers. Got it? So that's the concept of how we got only 4 active based on the CUCM groups. Which are those active servers? Those on CUCM group, which server is acting as a primary server, that server is an active server. There is no condition out of 8, any server you can make it as an active and backup. Got it? So this is how the CUCM group, redundancy, everything works. Clear? Any doubts? Any questions? End user? Depend on how many, which location you have the office, where you want to keep it. Based on that, you can do it. Okay, so you are telling about this one. So the subscriber one is the primary server. So there are 10,000 phones I have registered in that one. Okay, 10,000 phones are registered. Suppose if this goes down, okay. So now here we have already one server, subscriber one in another group. Then how it's going to be handled, that one, right? Okay, I got it. In that scenario, it has to be registered 20, right? So suppose if one goes down, it goes to the 3 and it get registered. Why it's going to the 1? Okay. Mm. Okay. In your scenario, here it's down. This also down. Right? Now phone is registered where? In 3. Phone is registered where? 4, right? Why it's coming to the 1? That not happen actually. Generally, at a time, all the servers going down, it will not happen, right? Practical, is it possible that one? Huh? All the server is going down means what engineers will be doing. Suppose anything is happened to your infrastructure, what they are going to do by that time? But simply sitting, watching, hey, it's down. Let me see that other server is coming or not, whether it's registering. What you will be doing there? So you are telling that one, okay, here all this also down, that also down. That means same time, multiple servers are going down. Group 1 and 4 primary is down. 1 and 4 is down. Okay. Okay. See, group 1 is down. Group 1, 4 is down. Now phone is going to register 3 and 8 only, right? Come again your question. Group 4 primary is down. Okay. Okay. I got it, that one, his question. Group 1 primary is down. Group 4 primary is down. Then the phone has to be registered in 3 here also, 3 here also. This is example I have taken. You have to be design the network. What the design engineer will be doing there? they check it out that one. Okay, so actually which location, how many servers we have, how we are going to register, group, how we have to create that one, everything they'll check it out that one. It's not simply randomly, hey, you come, you come, you come. It's not like that. That is what the engineer is going to do, that designing engineer. When they are designing HLD, that's what, right? They create a Bible. It's LLD is like a Bible for the network, that one. So it will be getting like hundred thousands of pages, that book. It has to be submitted to the customer, that one. They have to explain. According to that, they are going to implement. Here, example I have taken here. Okay. But again, good catch, good question, that one. Because maximum in one single CUCM 10,000, we have registered. Here also 10,000, here also 10,000. It's not possible, that one. So that happens, that one. Okay. That's one. That's good question. But this is example I have given here in this one. Okay. This is what I want. Got it? But in general, what happened, this one, we are talking about maximum capacity here, this one. In my entire career, I have not seen that in one single server, 10,000 phones registered. I have not seen. Yes, there are some projects are there. They have registered that one. See, generally what happened, this one, when they have very big network, they will not go with the one cluster. They go with the, no, not mega, multiple clusters. They go with the multiple clusters. Okay, US region, they'll create separate cluster. UK region, separate cluster, they'll create. Asia, separate cluster, they'll create. ANZ, Australia, New Zealand, they'll create separate cluster. This is how they'll go. When they are, making different cluster, what happen? You will not get 30,000, 40,000 phones. Yeah, because that means you're depending on if something, only one cluster is there, something happens, like disaster happens, something that one nature disaster happens, what happens? It goes entirely down, right? So that's the reason nobody is going to design like that. Okay, always any there is any organization, if they have a business globally, for sure US they'll create separate clusters. UK they create separate. For Asia they create separate. Always. In that scenario, what happened? 40,000 divided here now. If it is 40,000 divided, how many you will be getting? Around 12,000 users will be getting. That's how. Total 40,000 users are there. US, UK, Asia. But we have how many clusters? 3 clusters we have. That's all. Got it? That's a practical actually. Okay. Here we are talking about the capacity. Yes, in an interview, if you go, they ask this type of questions only. Okay, this is how you have to. Very good catch. Any other questions? Okay, I'll come back to his question now. Okay, if now we have, let me take it this. Okay, my phone is registered under the primary server. Okay, so let me take. My phone is registered under the primary actually. If primary goes down, it has to be registered with the secondary. If secondary also goes down, then it has to be registered with the tertiary, this one. Now, how phone comes to know that primary server is down? Based on keep alive. Okay. Once this phone got registered with the primary server, it sent the keep alive message every 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds, keep on, it will be sending the keep alive message. For example, server is down. I'm sending the keep alive message. I'll get the response for that. I'm sending keep alive. I'll get the response. I have sent one keep alive, but I'm not getting any response. I'm going to send second keep alive. Again, I'm not getting response. Then I'll send third keep alive. So totally how many? 90 seconds. Within 90 seconds, if I'm not getting response, then I'll switch to secondary. This is how. 90 seconds it waits. One keep alive, two keep alive, three keep alive. 3 into 30, 90 seconds. So now it will be registered with the secondary. One thing you have to understand here, it's very important. Now phone is going to send the keep alive for both the servers now. Primary also it's going to send, secondary also it's going to send. Because if the primary comes up, again it goes back to the primary, it get registered with the primary. In interview they'll ask, okay, how it register with secondary? This is how you can explain. Okay, after some time primary server is up now. Now what happened? Whether phone it's going to stick with the secondary only or it comes to the primary? It comes to the primary. Always it register with the primary. Now the question is how IP phone comes to know that when the primary is up? Because when the phone is registering in the secondary server, it will be sending the keep alive to the first also. It's not sending keep alive only to one server. For both the server, it's sending the keep alive. Primary also sending it, secondary also it's sending on that one. Okay, if it is coming up, then again it will be switching back. It will be registering with the primary server. And here, if this one goes down, it sends only 2 keep alives. That means 60 seconds. Only with the primary, it waits for the 90 seconds. For secondary, it waits for the 60 seconds. 2 keep alives it sent, not getting response. Here also not getting response. Then I'll go to the third one and get registered. This is how the process, how it will be registered with the secondary or tertiary server. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. 60, 60 only, right? 2, 2 only, right? Time will be same. Same time I'm sending for everyone, both. IP number. Mm. This one. What number? This is not IP phone. This is the subscriber server. This is the IP phone. Okay. Okay. Yes. No, no, not his. Not that's not his question. Mm. Mm. अब कहीं register होता third को. It will not register. It register with the first one. Then only it goes. 1 and 3 is down. Then only it goes to the 8. That is what I am telling. IP phone can register with only one server. At the same time, it's not possible to register in multiple servers. Active, passive. Phone can be registered at a time only with one server. Phone cannot be registered at a time with the 2 servers. If it is registering with the 2 servers, then tomorrow I want to make a call where I had to be route the call. If I want to get any features, from where I have to get the features. So always phone will be registered with only one server, not 2. That's a backup. This is not there, then you have to go there. It will not happen that way. It goes down means phone goes down. That's it. But again, in the company, what happened, generally, that is what, there are many things they will take care. It's not like simply something they have designed something. There is a concept of disaster recovery. DR, BD, DR, something is there. Okay. In that one, what happened? This one, all the managers, technical persons, and everything, they'll be sitting making the document actually. Okay. For an example, we have a cluster in uh, Spain. What happen if the earthquake comes in Spain? All the phones are registered there. It's gone, right? That is what disaster is. They'll get prepared for that one, every company. So that's the reason they'll be keeping another cluster in India. In that case, what happen? All the phone comes to India, it'll get registered that one. This is what happen every time. Okay. Even you take any data center, any company, it is not in one single location. It will be into the multiple locations. They'll not keep in one single location. For example, they are keeping in Chennai. Flood is coming in Chennai. You have two data center. Both the data center, it's in flood. It's not like that's not an actual design, right? Clear? Got it? This one. Let's create the CUCM group because we have not created any CUCM group, right? Okay, let me log in. Sorry, guys. Okay, suppose you have multiple subscriber, you have to create a CUCM group. For this one, go to the system. So here, Cisco Unified CM Group. Can you see this one? So here you have to go. By default, there will be one group. By default, there will be one group. Under that, publisher will be there. See, this is the default group. We have this one. If you get into this one, by default, which server will be there? Publisher. CM, CUCM, B1015. That's my publisher, right? It will be there. Now I'm going to create a new CUCM group. So any name you can give the group name. Okay, CUCM hyphen GP1. CUCM group 1. Here you just understand in this one, available Cisco Unified CUCM is, as of now, we have only one. If you have built the cluster, how many subscribers you have, it will be give all the subscriber list here. It gives all the subscriber list. So out of this 8 subscriber, you have to select which server you want to. For example, I'm taking this one. Then this is the got selected. For example, here another server selected, another server selected. See, in this one, maximum selected. This is the available, this is the selected. Available is how much? 8. Suppose if you have a 8. Out of 8, how many selected? 3. 3 here, this one. So, which is on the top? Primary. Second one is the secondary. Third one is the tertiary. Here you want to be change it. Which one you want to make primary, secondary? Just select that server. Say arrow mark we have up and down here, this one. Then save it, this one. Now, if my phone is registered under this one, CUCM group 1, okay. Under this CUCM group 1, how many servers we have? Under that many servers is going to be registered. This is how you can be create your CUCM group. Clear? Like this, maximum how many groups we can be create? 4 groups we can be create. Got it? So what I'm going to do this one, CUCM, I'll make it HQ hyphen group 1. That means headquarter. I'll be make it one more. BO. BO means branch office GP2. Same, we don't have servers. Logically, you just understand there. Okay, got it, everyone, this one. So now we have created 2 groups. CUCM headquarter group 1, branch office, CUCM branch office, group 2, we have CUCM group created. No, publisher we will not add it because phones where exactly it register. Subscribers, right? Here I don't have any other server, so that's the reason I have taken that one. Okay. Clear? The CUCM group? Yes. Double it. 8. Double. Any other questions? Clear? CUCM group? Got it? How redundancy we have? How it register primary, secondary, tertiary, it goes down, what process, everything. Clear? How 44 active servers, 40,000 phones, which one will be active server, everything. Got it? Very simple, you tell call manager service. Cisco call manager. Yeah, obviously, how you are making subscribers here? By activating the call manager service. Then only it becomes the subscriber, right? Now in the CUCM group, what server we are adding? Subscriber. That means which is already activated the service. Yes, yes. Suppose you have not activated, then phone will not register. What is the use of that one? Yeah. Getting online?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the CUCM groups we have created. Endpoint basic configuration element. There are mandatory and optional configuration detail that must be set system-wide in parameter for adding the Cisco IP phone. That means whenever you want to be registered the IP phone, there are some parameter we have that we have to be configured. First is what? CUCM group. Next one is regions. What is this region? Regions. Region defined codec. Region defined codec. To make a call from one phone to another phone, either it's internal or external. Either it's a internal or external, we require codec. It's mandatory. Without codec, it's not possible to call. It's not possible to communicate. And both the end, it should have the same codec. Both the end, it should have same codec, that one. That is very important, codec. If the codec mismatches, call will not establish. It's not possible to call. Call will get dropped. Many issues comes if the codec mismatch. Okay. And remember, codec is mandatory and both the end it should have same codec, this one. Example, I am having a CUCM. This is my CUCM cluster. Internally, few IP phones are registered. Here, example, it's extension 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. I want to make a call from one device to another device. So I'm taking Cradle. I'll get signaling from the call manager, everything. I'm dialing the number, this number, it will be carrying to the call manager. Call manager is checking, hey, 1004, it's internal. It's going to be send the ringing signal to this phone. The phone is ringing. Okay. Then after, I'm going to answer the call here, this one. The moment I answer, both this phone and this phone should have the same codec. Then only it's possible to communicate here, this one. Now, when internally you are communicating, means within your company, within your organization, you are communicating, CUCM is going to provide the codec. Who is going to provide the codec? That one? CUCM is going to provide. Now, which codec it is going to be provided? G.711. This is the codec it is going to be provided. Now, I'm not taking the codec class here. Okay. So, only understand, later we'll discuss about the codec in the gateway part here. Okay. Now CUCM is going to provide which codec? G.711 codec. Okay. It's mandatory. Now CUCM, it will be providing G.7 for here also and here also this one. And again, G.711 is the industry standard codec. Industry standard means open proprietary, it's not a proprietorship. Open source. Any vendor you take, it support that G.711. And it consumes how much bandwidth? 64 watt. 64 kbps bandwidth it consumes. Means when you are using this codec, minimum how much bandwidth you require? 64 kbps bandwidth we required here, this one. That's about the G.711 codec. Okay. This is the one scenario. And this is my headquarter. I'm having a branch office. In the branch office also, we have the IP phones. This is my router. This is my ISP. Here also we have a router. Okay. And this is not ISB, it's ISP. This branch office phone also registered under headquarter. It's registered where? Then what type of deployment is this? Multi-site with a centralized, not only centralized, multi-site. This phone also goes over the ISP. It will be connect to the call manager. Now, if I want to make a call from headquarter to the branch office, then also codec is required, right? Now, which codec it provides now? Here also it provides the same codec. G.711 codec. Here also it provides same. But when you have this type of deployment model, see, physically phone you have placed in different location, but logically it's registered in the same CUCM, right? So what the CUCM thinks, okay, this also registered under me, this also registered under me. So I had to give same codec here. But physically it's placed different places, but logically it's registered under one CUCM here, this one. So that's the reason, even if it is in a branch office, it will be providing the same codec here, this one. But we have some disadvantage here. What is that one? See, this traffic has to be flow via internet. But internet, we have very less bandwidth, right? We have less bandwidth here. When we have a less bandwidth, what happened here, this one? So we want to manage that bandwidth. In this scenario, we are going to use regions. In this scenario, we are using what? Region here, this one. Whenever you have multi-sites, every site you are going to create a region. For example, I'm creating headquarter region, branch office region. Two regions I have created. One region for headquarter, one region for branch office. Then here I have defined within the headquarter which codec to use. G.711. Within the branch office, G.711. But to communicate from headquarter to the branch office, I'm defining G.729 codec. That means within the headquarter, whenever the communication is happening, the CUCM has to provide the G.711 codec. Within the branch office also, it's when the communication is happening, it has to provide same codec. But when the communication is happening from the branch office to headquarter and vice versa, then it has to provide G.729 codec. This is the another codec. This is the Cisco proprietary. G.711 is the industry standard, but 29 is the Cisco proprietary, this one. And it consumes only 8 kbps of the bandwidth. See, here 64 kbps, here 8 kbps, very less bandwidth it consumes, right? Because already over the WAN, I have very less bandwidth. In that case, I can use the 29 to manage my bandwidth, to save my bandwidth here, this one. Okay. To make this one, again, we have to, why? Because if you are not creating a region, Again, for the branch office also, it provides the G.711. It understand what? Physically you have placed somewhere, but logically it's registered where? CUCM, under single CUCM. But in this scenario, what happened? This one, you have to create a region. Now, what is region? Region defines codec. Region defines codec. It defines what codec you can use. Again, you have to answer like this. What is region? In the interview, they'll ask. What is region? Okay, region defines a codec. For an example, we have multi-site with a centralized call processing model. Okay. By default, okay, what happens? CUCM provide the G.711 codec to communicate within the organization. Now, the branch office also, we have some phones. It will be communicate over the WAN. So, see, physically, we have the phones some other location, but logically, it's registered under CUCM. Here also, it's going to be provided the G.711. But in the WAN, we have very less bandwidth. To manage that bandwidth, we have to create a region. So when we have created a region, within the headquarter, it provides G.711. Within the branch office, it provides G.711. When we are communicating from the branch office to headquarter and headquarter to branch office, it's going to provide the G.729 codec. So this is the feature in this deployment model. This means multi-site with centralized, we have to be configured. Region defines codec. What codec it has to be used within the site or one site to another site. Clear? No, generally you are not configuring anything. CUCM by default provides 711. Everywhere. Everywhere. But our CUCM is Cisco proprietary, right? Why you are going to third party now? We are learning not here. We are learning here Cisco course, not any third party course. SME. Then you have to go 711 only. You don't have option, right? Everywhere. That we have to configure manually regions. You have to set which codec want to be used. It's not compatible with the CUCM, that one. No, see, on router also the codec comes, right? The traffic is coming how? Through the router only, right? Even the router has to be understood. Clear? Got it, this one? Okay. Let's see, let's begin the configuring the regions. Before configure the region, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring my Cisco IP phone here. Okay. And also, where is the multi-lab? I'm going to bring this one also. Okay, I'll just minimize this. See, this is the two phones we have registered internally, right? See, I'm going to make a call. 6012003. Phone is ringing. I'm going to answer. I'll just mute. Okay, I just muted. Both it's connected here in this one. Okay. Now, if you want to see what codec it's using, see here there's a help button. Can you see this one? Just double click on that one. Which codec it's using? RCVR means receiver G.7. Sender is what? G.711 codec. Which codec? G.711. Can you see this one? Right? So I have not configured any codec here. This one automatically CUCM is providing. Which codec it's providing? G.711 codec. Got it? I'll come back again on this one. I'll just end the call and again I'll come back on this one. Clear? Is this clear? Okay. Now we have to be where it is my call manager. Okay, here. I'm going to configure the region here, this one. Go to the system, region information, region you can create. By default, we have one region. That is the default region. I'm creating a new region. Okay. headquarter region, save. Then I'll be creating one more, branch office region. Got it? Just we have created the region name. That's it. See, if you go back, branch office region, headquarter region we have created. Now you get into the headquarter region. Okay, you are into what? Headquarter. Here, how many regions you have created? All the list you'll be getting. Again, select headquarter only here. So now you have the, see, maximum audio. Audio means audio call. So here you go, select your 64 kbps, G.720.11. That means within headquarter, when we are communicating, it has to use 64 kbps of bandwidth. Save. Over. See, I am into headquarter. Again, within headquarter, if I want to use, want to communicate, it use 64 kbps. Now, next, select branch office here. Go to the audio rate. Now you select 8 kbps. Then save. Now you see the difference. From the headquarter to headquarter, 64 kbps. From the headquarter to branch office, 8 kbps. This is how you have to define. Okay. Similar way, you have to define in the branch office also. Okay. Now branch office automatically it has taken. Can you see this one? Headquarter here. It's automatically taken 8 kbps. It's a two-way configuration, not a one-way configuration. Now I have to define only the branch office, then 64 kbps, save. Clear now? Within branch office 64 kbps, within headquarters 64 kbps, from headquarter to branch office when we are communicating, or vice versa when we are communicating, 29. This is how manually you have to define. That is what region defines. And yes, every company they'll configure this region. Clear? What is region? For the bandwidth management. You see, that is what simply in an interview, if you go, if they are asking what is region, yes, the definition is correct. Region defines codec. That's correct. If you are giving only one line answer and you are keeping quiet, then you are not going, they are not going to be selective. Always even make it scenario. You give the example for them, make it scenario, elaborate more on that one. So they don't want to hear one line answer, something that one. You have to elaborate on that one. Okay, that is what you have to learn. Okay, region. You can start like this one. Region defines the codec. Okay, and this is the feature where we are going to be configured when we have a multi-site with a centralized call processing. Example, we have the headquarter branch office. Branch office also we have some phones. That phones are registered under the headquarter. Okay. Now always it communicate over the WAN. Now physically phones are placed in a different location, but logically it's registered under the same CUCM. Whenever if the phones are registered in one CUCM, it provides by default G.711 codec. Even headquarter also provide the same codec, branch office also it provide. But what happened when the branch office coming with a G.711 codec, it's coming over the WAN, we have very less bandwidth. To manage that bandwidth, what we are doing this one, we are providing the 29 codec. So that we can be configured by using the region. So we can create two regions, one separate region for the headquarter, one separate for the branch office. So here we can define within the communication is happening in the headquarter, use the G.711. Within the branch office, use the G.711. Whenever the communication happens from the branch office to the headquarter and vice versa, so define to use the G.729 codec. This much answer you have to give for the region. Then they understand your complete knowledge, how they can evaluate based on this. That's what. The whatever the answer you have given, what is region? Region defines codec. Yes, that's true. That's correct. But you have to elaborate more on that one. Always. Getting everyone. This is how you have to get prepared actually. Will you get all these things in YouTube and Google? regions. Next, locations. Location also, we are going to be configured for the bandwidth management. We are using for what? Bandwidth management. Same topology, headquarter, branch office we have. Okay. Let me write it down. Let's make more visibility. Then you people understand. So this is my CUCM. This is my IP phones. It registered, and this is my headquarter. I have a branch office here. The branch office also some phones we have. It registered. Okay, branch office phone also registered under the headquarter. See, always it will communicate over the WAN, right? Very less bandwidth we have, right? Now, what you can do when you have this type of deployment, you can define the bandwidth, maximum how much bandwidth you can use to communicate from the one location to another location, means one site to another site here. Example, to make one single call, I'm taking G.711 only codec. One single call to make it maximum how much bandwidth it required? 64 kbps bandwidth we require to make one call here, this one. So what I am doing here, I configure only 100 kbps. Or example, no, not 100, 200 kbps I'll configure. Okay, we have defined bandwidth how much? 200 kbps. That means concurrently how many calls we can make it out? 3 calls we can make it out. 64, 64, 64 is how much? No. It become 128. No, sorry. 196. Okay, 192 kbps it takes. So out of 200, how much bandwidth is available now? 8 kbps. Now fourth call, if I try to make, what happen? I don't have enough bandwidth. This is how you can limit the calls. To maintain the bandwidth, what you can do, you can limit the calls also. To communicate from the headquarters to branch office, you can limit the call. That is what location defines. Okay, location defines what is the maximum bandwidth you can use to communicate between two different offices, two different location, or between headquarters to branch office. Got it. Again, why we use this one? For the bandwidth management. Again, when we configure this feature, when we have a multi-site with a centralized call processing, the deployment, okay, we use this one. So here we have a scenario. You remember, say 200 kbps bandwidth I'm using. Fourth call, I'm trying to make a call. I don't have enough bandwidth. In that case, automatically call will be routed via PSTN. Yes, AAR, there is another feature, alternate automated routing. If you have configured, so actually the call has to be routed via internet, no bandwidth, then automatically call will be routing via PSTN if you have configured AAR feature. Again, AAR also we configure if the location is configured, and in that scenario, AAR we are going to be configured, and this feature also we are configuring on multi-site with a centralized call processing model, which I have already explained in the deployment model. Same locations, call admission control, same. Generic name is the locations, but actual technical word is the call admission control. CAC is the location, is the part of location. Both are same. Clear? So let's create a locations if you want. Again, go to the system. Location, where it is, somewhere. Location information. Location. So I think by default we have the location. Shadow, hub none, phantom. I'm creating a new location. What is the location name? Headquarter location. Okay. Then I'll just save this one. I'm creating one more then call will be get dropped. PSTN it's required as a backup. No, we don't have any other options. See, branch office headquarter. So I'll select on the headquarter. From the headquarter, I delete this one, hub and done. Okay, let it be that one. Or okay, I'm going to add new one. Which one I have to add? Branch office. Okay, weight is 50. Audio bandwidth is how much we have? Unlimited. Here I have to define how much. I'll just define only 10 kbps. This is for video call. Okay, I'm not changing anything for the video call. Only for the audio call I'm changing that one. See, from the headquarter to the branch office, we are making audio bandwidth is how much? 10 kbps. This is how you can be defined that one. Clear? Location. Got it, everyone? Getting?
Yes, sir.
So that's another parameter. Now let's date and time. Because we have to configure date and time, right? Because you have office in Spain, you have office in Dubai, you have office in India. The India time zone is different, Dubai time zone is different, and Spain time zone is different, right? It's a single cluster, single business, single company, but time zones are different. We have the phones here in Bangalore also, in Dubai also, and Spain also we have that. Barcelona, for example. There also we have the phones. But in a Barcelona, whatever the phone we have, this one, it has to get the local date and time in their phone. Dubai phone, it has to display their local date and time. In India, whatever the phone we have, it has to display local date and time, this one. For that, we have to be configured what? Date and time group for every, depend on what, in which location you have the office. Based on that location, you create on that one. So let's create. First, you have to be create NTP phone reference. That means we are getting date and time from where? NTP server. So here, while installing the CUCM, we just provided who is my NTP, but we have not configured here now. So here we have to add new the NTP server. This is for the phone system actually. See IP address. Who is my IP address? 142.100.64.1. IPv4. Description, let it be. How you want to communicate? Unicast, multicast, anycast, direct broadcast. Use any method. Save. I just given who is my NTP reference. That's it. So now you can give multiple. Suppose you have a multiple NTP reference, you can give the multiple NTP servers. You can add it. Now go to the system. Now here you have a date and time group. By default, you have the local date and time group. That's called CM local. So add new, and you have to create a date and time group. For an example here, headquarter, it is in India -DTG. Okay. Headquarter, India, date and time group. I am creating here this one. What is the time zone here in India? GMT plus 530. See, GMT plus 530, Asia, Kolkata. Okay. In India, how the separator we use? Generally, whenever you want to write date, how you are going to write? Slash we use. Okay. So not dash, slash. I'm using this one. What is the format here in India we use? Date, month, year. So here you select date, month, year. Format 12 hours will be go. Then add phone NTP reference. Already we have added the phone NTP reference, right? Select that, add selected. Save this one. This is how you can create your local date and time. Okay, clear? Create one more. Branch office hyphen SP Spain hyphen date time group. I don't know time zone of Spain. Randomly something I'm selecting here. Okay, Europe, Dublin. Okay, they are also slash. But in Europe, they use month, date, year. Always in UK, the Europe and US, the time they write differently. First they write month, year, but here we use year, date and month. Don't confuse that one. When you are working in production, I'm talking about, not now here. When you are working, whenever if the customer or anyone give the date and time something, that one, you have to understand. So they are providing their date and time, not yours. For example, they have given 2-1. 2-1 means what? February 1st, that one. Here 2-1 means what? January 2nd, here this one. Don't confuse that one. This is how you can be create your date and time. Okay, keep on. We are, configuring region, location, date and time group, CUCM group. But all these things we have not provided yesterday, right? Just we are creating. But when we have registered an IP phone, we have not, provided all this information. Then how our phone took all this configuration, how it's got registered. Default, whatever it may be default, but I have not selected the CUCM group. I have not selected the date and time group. Nothing I have selected yesterday. Then phone NTP reference, we have already discussed. Next, we'll go with the device pool. Yes, yesterday we have selected device pool, right? Okay. All these parameters comes under device pool. Device pool, what is device pool? Again, every different location, it's mandatory you have to create different device pool. Suppose you have a office in Bangalore separate device pool. Singapore different device pool, Dubai different device pool, Hong Kong different device pool, Tokyo different device pool, Spain different device pool, Germany, Munich different device pool. You take any location, every location, it's mandatory you have to create separate device pool. In an organization, how many locations you will be having, that many device pool you are going to be create. Got it? Again, if you have an office here in Chennai also, see in Bangalore, we have an office. Chennai also we have office. Again, for Chennai also separate device will be created. How many offices you'll be having? If suppose in that office, if there is an IP infrastructure, IP telephony infrastructure, for every location you have to create separate device pool. Got it? That is the one thing you remember. Okay, now in the interview they'll ask, what is device pool? Device pool provides a common characteristics. Example, in the Bangalore, we have 200 phones. For all the 200 phones, these settings are same, right? The above one, whatever we have mentioned, it will be the same for all the phones, right? Is there we are going to change it any for, like, for example, all the phones, CUCM group will be same, region same, location same, daytime. Are we configuring like this? 100 phone is one configuration, 100 is different? No, right? So that is what the common, any common configuration you want to apply to the phone, that comes under the device pool. What is device pool? Device pool defines the common characteristics of the IP phone. Example, CUCM group, region, location, date and time group, music on hold, SRST reference. Example I'm giving. All these options in one single location, it will be the same for everyone. It will be same. Now, if you remember, yesterday when we have registered the IP phone, we have selected device pool, because under device pool, all these things comes. Now, yesterday we have selected default device pool. Under this default device pool, all this default configuration was there. All the default configuration. Now we have to create a device pool here. Okay, let's go. System, device pool. So by default, you'll be having one device pool. The default device pool, all the parameter default we have. Add new. The device pool name you can give here. Headquarter hyphen India DP. Okay. You remember CUCM group we have created for headquarter? Select that one. Then scroll down here. Date and time, headquarter. Region, headquarter. Location, headquarter. Got it here. Network local also you can create. So your office is in where? India. Where is India? Okay, here. Got it. So all these things you can select and save here. Create one more. Branch office -sp Spain -device pool. Now CUCM group is what? Branch office. Date and time group is what? Branch office. Region is what? Branch office. Okay. And here location is what? Branch location. Okay, fine. Save. Got it? Now, whenever you want to register the phone, suppose headquarter, if you are registering in India, the device pool should be headquarter. Whenever you are registering the phone in the Spain device pool, Dubai's device pool, Chennai device pool, Hong Kong device pool, Japan device pool, Singapore device pool. Like this, you have to create multiple and you have to be registered. Clear this one. Now jump it to the phones. Let's change the device pools. Yes, that's how we have to do it, right? Okay, now there are two phones we have. Where it is that one? One is the Cisco IP communicator, and where is another one? Multi-lab. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Sorry, guys. Where is the another phone? Come on, my boy. Okay, see, these two phones we have registered. Device pool we are not defining here. This one we have not defined yet. 601 and 2003. Again, I'm doing the call here. It's ringing. Connected. Okay. Which codec it is? G.711. I'm disconnecting the call. So, CIPC phone, right? This is the one. Nasruddin Shah. I'll just go. Scroll down. Device pool default we have, right? Headquarter India device pool. Okay, you are in headquarter. Apply the configuration. Restart. Close. Go to the device. Go to the phone. There is another phone we have. Which is that? This is the one. No, not Mola. This is the one, I think. No, this is the one. Auto 602 we have, right? Because that phone we have registered with. No. The dummy MAC address we have given there. Okay, this one. And here, branch office. IP phone will not move from branch office to this one. Is it possible to take it this one phone? You can move, but it will be registered through internet, right? It will be registered there. That configuration will take. All right, now my okay. This is into headquarter and this is into branch office. Let's make a call 601. What is this? Okay, 2003. Which codec it is? Why it's displaying 29? You remember, I have configured the region. To communicate from the branch office to headquarter, it has to use 29. So this phone is registered under the headquarter and this phone is registered in the branch office. Now which codec it has to use? 29, right? All right, no problem. So I'm going to bring it another phone. I don't know the other phone we have registered or not. I think we have some 8845 series phone. 8845. This is the one. Okay, Ishapa phone. It's registered. Let me add this phone also into the headquarter. Device pool headquarter. Save. It's better to configure one more phone actually. So what I'm going to do, wait. So this is the one we have right here, 7960111. See, there is an option here, copy. I'll just copy that one. Instead of go add new everything, that one. The MAC address is 222. And description. Nadim, that's it. Not G. Genius. Okay, 601200. What will be the next number, man? Okay, this one. And this phone we are registering under the headquarter. See, copy. I mean, instead of again go add new, select all the option, whatever that phone having, it will be taking all the configuration. Copy. So it will be taking now only the extension you have to assign. Okay, another phone is up now. Now let me bring my multi-lab and bring the other phone. This is the Nadeem phone. This is, I don't know. No, this is auto phone. No. And this is the Nasruddin Shah. From here, I'm calling to that one. 6012003. Answer. Mute. Mute. Again, I'll go here. Dial 6012003. Again, I'm dialing the same number here. Call is coming, but it should not come the cloud. Okay, this phone 2007 in headquarter. And okay, this also in headquarter, right? No, 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 no. This Nadeem phone is in headquarter. Sorry. One second, guys. Where is Nadeem, Nadeem, Nadeem? Yeah, see, this is in headquarter. Or else let it be this one. I'm going to I'm not saving that configuration. Oh, it has taken already branch office. Let it headquarters. Nadeem is in headquarter only. I'm going to copy one more phone. The MAC address will be 333. And who is remaining? Satya 8. This will be in branch office. Save. 6012008 is the extension. Save. All right. So let me bring all the phones up. Let me bring all the phones up. Go back. Bring the another phone. This guy. Okay. Understand here. These two phones are in branch office. These two phones are in headquarter we have. Now I'm dialing from the branch office to headquarter. Anywhere you can dial, or let's dial from here. 6012013. Answer, mute, mute here. Okay. So already one call is there. So another call I'm trying to make to this 6012008. I'm calling again, one more call. Actually, it should not ring. It's ringing. Hmm? No, no. 2007. 2007. 2007 in headquarter. Nadim. See, already only 10 kbps I have given. So here it giving the what is this opening, man? $29 it's using. So when it is using the 29, it has to be what? 8 kbps it's already consuming. When it is consuming the 8 kbps, then only 2 kbps is if it left actually. Okay. So when the 2 kbps left, because we have defined the location there. Ten means it should not connect actually the call here. You got my point here. What I'm trying to be make it here. Let's try one more time. 6012013. 29. Okay, let's wait. 6012008 or 6012002. Okay, somehow that this one is not working. I'll get back to you on that call admission control, that one. But it should not work actually. Okay, because bandwidth, what happened here? It should not work, but it's working. But I tried with that one also. We'll try with completely physical phone. Physical phone on headquarter, physical phone on the branch office. We'll try that one and see that one. Suppose if you have very less bandwidth, in that case, you can do it that one. Then not required. But over the WAN, it's not required the carrier, right? Through the internet, the call is going now. No, ITSP, it will not go. ITSP for external network. Got it? Again, here, the line button we have, right? 8 line buttons we have. Only one extension we have assigned. That is called line button. That's called line button. For example, I'll take only 10 minutes. Okay, after that, we'll wind up the session. So where is my CIPC phone? Here, this one. See, by default, what happened? You can assign only 2 extensions. See, still you have the 8 numbers. Extension you can assign. Other, it will take as a speed dial. Add new SD means speed dial, that one. But still, you want to be assigned the number to the different line also. For that template, you have to create. Line button template you have to be create separately on that one. So by default, only 2 extension only can configure. 8, 10, 6, only 2 by default. You want to be configure all the numbers. For that template, you have to be modify. You have to customize. By default, there are templates. You customize that one. Okay. For this one, what you can do, this one, line button template, go to the device settings, phone button template. See how many phones are there, all the phone model buttons you have here. Now, which model you want to be changed? For example, I'm changing to the CAPC phone. So you select the CAPC phone here. Okay. See here, totally how many we have this one? 159 we have, but it's displaying only 150. What you can do is 50. So the row per pages we have, right? 50. I'm going to select 200. So in one single page, we get it all. Standard CIPC, 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 CIPC. Here we have standard CIPC skinny. Click on that. Copy this one. Okay. Then you can select customize. Customize, save. Because I'm creating one more new one here. So line 1 we have right here. So select line 3. Remove this speed dials. Configure line 4. Line 5. Line 6. Let it be 2 lines. So here you have to go select line. Not only here also you have to change line. Okay. 6 lines. 2 I'll be go with the speed dial. Save this one. Saved. Now go to the device, go to the phone, which already saved that one. Now, where is that my CIPC phone? Here is this Nasiruddin Shah. Scroll down, phone button template, standard we have selected. Now we have to select customize CIPC skinny, which we have created now. Select that, save this one. Apply the configuration. Restart this once. Here we go. Can you see this one? 6 lines. Now go to the line 1. See, now speed dial. You go to the other lines, you can assign whatever the extension you want. Only one will be the active, right? At the same time. Suppose three people are calling to your phone. Is it possible to communicate for all the three people at the same time? Then you make it the conference call. But how you get, huh? Suppose your father is calling, your friend is calling, he's very naughty. Is it possible to put into the conference? Conference, separate concept we have. We'll look into that one. Media resources, that one. Got it? That's the line button here, this one. Over the last soft key template. Can you see here this one soft key template? That means my phone is in on hook. On hook means this is the cradle. When it is on the phone, it's called on hook. If I take this cradle, it's called off hook. Okay. Phone goes into the different state. See, now on hook. Suppose if I click on speaker, see, different option I'm getting. When I'm dialing the number, different option I'm getting. Okay. When I receive the call, different option I'll get. See, receive the call, for example, 601. You have to monitor this one on the, see, only answer button I'm getting. If I connect, different option I'm getting this one. Means when the phone goes into the different state, on hook, off hook, conference call, call in, call out, what happened? Different soft key will be getting this one. Now you want to change this soft key. This is called soft key template. See, this is the LCD screen. This is the line button to assign the extension, and this is the soft key template. Okay, this one, and this is the keypad. This is up and down, next arrow. This is the directory. This is the voicemail, and this is the setting button, volume setting, speaker, mute, headset, which I have already explained you on that one. Okay, same option we have this one. The software template you want to be changed, you can be change it this one. Go to the device again. Go to the device setting, soft key template. Okay, so we have standard user. By default, every phone will be having the standard user. I'll be getting into the standard user. I'm copying this one because I don't want to disturb to the standard user. I'm copying that one. After copy, I'll change this name. Custom soft key temp. Save. Okay, again from the related links. Okay, already I'm into the custom soft key temp, which I have saved. In the related links, there is a go button. I'm just selecting. Means I'm getting into that one now. Okay, once I'm getting into that one, see here, when the phone is on hook, now the phone is on hook. What option I'm getting here? This one. Redial, new call, call forward all. Redial, new call, call forward all, right? I want to add few more options here. Call back. Simply, only for the demonstration, I'm adding all these things. Pick up, I have added. Okay, save. Every phone, not only soft phone. Every phone. This is not only for the soft phone, for every phone. But why I'm doing on the soft phone? Because it has to capture on the video. So that's the reason. You don't want video? Oh. Okay. See, when the phone is connected, when on hold, ring in. Okay. For example, ring in. Ring in, only one option we get answer. Okay. I'll select DND also now. Save. That's how. Whatever the option you want, you can go and select on that one. Now go to the device, go to the phone. Which is that phone? CAPC. This is soft key template here. See, soft key template, none we have. Now we have to select what? Custom soft key temp. Save. Okay. Apply configuration. Once you have done, always apply the configuration. And also it's better restart the ones. Okay. I'll go to the reset. Go and restart. Restart, not reset. Reset means completely shut down and come again. Complete boot up process happens. Here we go. Now see, callback, more option. Here in the more, join, pickup, we got it here, this one. Okay. Now earlier when I was calling, it was getting only one option. Now let me dial here 6012003. See, only answer was there. Now this time DND also we have this one. Do not disturb. Okay. So this is how what you can do this one. It will not disconnect. It will be get silent. Okay. So this is how what happens soft key templates. If you want to be create your own soft key template, you can be create this one. So I'm coming CUCM groups, regions, location, date and time, phone NTP reference, device pool, soft key template, phone button template we have configured. SIP profile is there. Some basic parameters we can be change it and that one's related to SIP, that one. Later we'll discuss when we do the SIP trunking, SIP protocol we have separately. Common phone profile means some common configuration you want to apply for some group of phones. The common phone profile we have this one. So that's how we have the some parameter this one. Okay. So the MAC address you are already aware, device pool, phone button template, device security profile. So all these are the mandatory parameter and these are the parameter. Got it? CUCM, this is very important, all these things. Okay. Same explanation we have. CUCM group means what, regions means what, same thing, which already I have explained. Location, date and time, device pool, phone button template, SIP profile, everything we have. I'm going to share you this PDF. Have a nice, because already I have explained you that one on that one. Next is the Cisco Jabber configuration we have. But before to get into the Cisco Jabber, I want to explain you about the Cisco boot up process. In the next class, we'll go first with the boot up process, then we go to the Jabber here, this one. All right, that's it, the IP phone registration. So I'm going to set another set of interview questions, okay, which is related to an IP phone. Get ready for that one. Any questions before we wind up?